trust is essential when it comes to some of these new technologies. And I think one of the things that's really important for organizations to think about is, where is the data that they're reasoning over stored?
I think that everyone says that they're getting into AI, and I think it's really important to get under the hood to see how they're using it and what their sources are.
I think the other aspect to that is really organizations thinking through their data strategy. And adopting AI is predicated on having good, clean, actionable data that you can then reason over to come up with predictions and insights.
There has to be some sort of governance and stewardship for data so that we can progressively move the system to the point where we want it to be. It doesn't have to be a very big effort like a marathon. It actually would be useless if you are getting your system to A+, but then you have no processes to support it. So the processes and the human infrastructure to support it, also the software infrastructure to support it, is key to have a system that's healthy, that's trustworthy.
Think through how to increase the cleanliness of that data, the consistency of that data, and drive data governance, because that's really what's going to unlock their ability to adopt some of these technologies. Otherwise, the models just won't be accurate, and then they can't use it.
Duplicates is something we actually think about a little bit when we're thinking about the event management, for example. So if we think that something potentially looks like a different incident, which is an object in PagerDuty that you may have had before, then we have tools and settings that can suggest that to you, and you can even say group those things together so that maybe if they're all happening at the same time, you know that those are related to each other, and reduce kind of the thrash to get to saying, okay, these are all the same thing. I'm working on all these things, but I don't need to look for them in 10 different places. And so we're trying to apply that anywhere we can as well.
Is AI overrated? We are certainly in a hype cycle. And I believe if you're familiar with the hype cycle, we are approaching the trough of disillusion right now. So once you hype, you then go into the trough. So
I think ChatGPT did a really amazing thing. We got sold back to the internet in the form of a large language model. And since then, most organizations and enterprises we talk to, they're all chasing that enterprise ChatGPT moment.
I think a lot of people will talk about it being overrated, but I don't think that's actually true. What we're really doing now is coming up with what are the questions that AI can solve in a really efficient and predictable way. And it's as those use cases come up, we start seeing really new ways to use AI to help augment, the skills that all of us have and how we do business.
How can we use the data that we have that's available and artificial intelligence, these new tools, to actually, track down business opportunities and help organizations make more money?
Being able to comb, maybe it's accounts payable and what's going out to some of your channel partners. That's something that we're looking at right now. We're auditing everything internally to make sure that we're honoring our contracts, but it would be so much easier if I had an AI tool that was aggregating all this data and combing it in visual format for me. It's one of the biggest things I've been taking out of Salesforce World Tour is how can we implement AI into our data to help with our revenue operations, accounts payable, and improve our EBITDA.
We're seeing it cut support requirements short. It makes it much more effective for everybody to get an answer.
Automate some of the tasks that can be kind of menial, especially in a moment of crisis.
Right now, there's a lot of different generative AI solutions that are just mind-blowing, to be completely honest.
There are a lot of great ones out there right now. I tend to talk to people about customer service and customer success a lot, and so I think a lot about the AI tools that are in that space. There's one I really love called The Loops, which is AI for customer service teams and basically connecting them with their tool stack. I think that's a really interesting one.
ChatGPT and all these other tools that are on the consumer side.
On a daily basis on my desktop, I have Copado GPT running on one tab, and then I have ChatGPT running on another tab.
It's not that it's going to replace what I'm doing. It's going to get me quicker where I want to be.